All right, we're back. Let's go ahead and tackle another integration problem. So let's look at the integral going from 0 to 17 of dx all over 7 1 plus 5x to the third. Now remember, when you break this down, it's just going to look like 1 over the 7th root of 1 plus 5x to the third dx. Let's go ahead and set our u. So u is equal to 1 plus 5x. Let's go ahead and set our du. Our du is equal to 5 dx. And isolate the dx, get the dx alone. Let's go ahead and say 1/5 du is equal to dx. So in this case, now we got u and we got x and dx in terms of u. Now let's go ahead and make our limits in terms of u. So let's do our lower limit first. When x is equal to 0 here, u is equal to 1. Because you plug in 1 here, you plug in 0 here, and then u is equal to 1. And when x is equal to 17, u is going to be equal to, 17 times 5 is 85 plus 1, you're looking at 86. So now we've got limits and everything else in terms of u. So in this case, you take the integral going from 1 to 86, 1 over the 7th root of u, and dx is accounted for by 1/5 du. Let's go ahead and bring this 1/5 over here. So 1 over the 7th root of u du, going from 1 to 86. And to further isolate 1/5, let's go ahead and put 1/5 outside the integral. 1 to 86, 1 over the 7th root of u du. Now let's go ahead and simplify this 1 over the 7th root of du. So looking at the 1/5 going from 1 to 86. And when you break when you break 1 over 7. No, you know what? This should be u to the third, because we gotta account for this u here. 7 over u to the third. Make that a 3. Remember, the longer these problems get, the trickier they get. And remember, you have to always make sure you have everything together. So, all right, now we're back. Now to fully break this down, when you bring this 7 inside the radical u to the third up, when you flip this completely, this is just turn into u to the -3/7, right? Because you account for that 3 and count for that 7 there. Like I said, if this was just a u and this was a 2, this would just be u to the 1/2, right? And so now we go ahead and integrate. So -3/7 plus 1 is 4/7. So now you're looking at, in 1/5, get rid of the integral symbol, 1/86, 7/4 u to the 4/7, right? Now we're ready to go ahead and plug in our limits. Remember, keep this 1/5 out here. 7/4 times 86 to the 4/7 minus 7/4 to the 4/7, right? So 7/4 times 86 to the 4/7 minus 7/4 times 1 to the 4/7 is equal to approximately 20.5. And remember my 1/5 out there. And 1/5 times 20.5 is equal to what? 41/10, which is approximately 4.1. And this is your answer. You can also keep it in a fraction form if you want.